Maybe. Okay, it'd probably help if I did some of the background instead of just guessing on the entire foreground. Where are you? Oh. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We can do this. I think I'll start in the grass so then I know like the contrast what I have to go for instead of like I said just guessing. I love guessing. Maybe? Perhaps. On a separate layer. Coloring book. It's my Pokemon. Beautiful pixels. I don't know if the stream the video stream is super crunchy or not. I tried my best to make it not disgusting looking. My computer's not built for this, but it's also okay. This is so true. I love just guessing with my colors. I think it makes it a lot more fun. I also try not to do like the base colors first, like I'm not explaining it. Like try to do the colors with the lighting already in mind. That makes sense. I feel like then that's easier to build onto it. I'm also planning to have this drawing as a print if anybody's interested. If not, I'll probably still do it because I personally would like this on my wall because I love Pokemon Ranger. And I also put the Slipbook one on my wall. I think it's so cute. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Can you see the vision? The vision is there. Gonna be a very cute print. I think so. It's I kind of made it in mind for it to be a print. Just because there's not a lot of Pokemon Ranger stuff out there, and I really love Pokemon Ranger. It's my first Pokemon game. Yay, I'm glad. Okay. This is like I don't do backgrounds very often. I've been trying to do like actual more finished work. instead of just like sketches. It's really hard for me sometimes just to be able to sit down and draw something like this, so it's nice. Okay. Maybe? Perhaps. Maybe perhaps? What if I knew color theory? What would happen? Would the world explode? I also usually only do everything on one layer. Um, but I don't know. I feel like since it's like a lot more elements, I don't want to like just keep going and like I say like a lot. Oh my god. I don't want to just keep going back and forth between erasing and coloring, or like the different colors. But I think for like the larger areas, um, I'll have it on separate layers. Okay, maybe. Um, Years ago, I would usually um, have all my work on just one layer, just in general. And I didn't do line work, which I'm kind of thinking of trying to do that again, just because I feel like sometimes I get really like kind of stale doing line work, or I could try making like the line work more fun or something. Um, but yeah, like I was looking at the Mob Psycho piece I did a couple years ago with like Mob, like the flower. Um, I really like that one. I feel like that's a lot more how I like to see my art, if that makes sense. Like I like all the things that I make. Yeah, you gotta mix things up. Um, yeah, I've definitely been trying to experiment more, both traditionally and digitally. Um, I'm definitely the kind of person that I can't do too much of one thing for too long, or else I go insane. So you know, see, I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, it's hard. I definitely started to get a little burnt out, especially with doing like commissions and stuff. I like doing commissions because I like sharing my art with people, and it makes me happy to give people something in my style. Um, but also it's trying to make them as clean as possible when that's not how I really like my art. Just because it is a commission, I want it to be like high quality. But high quality doesn't always mean like super like sterile and clean. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to do more maybe traditional commissions because I feel like I can be a bit looser with that. Let's see. Okay. And then I want to try to have the the lighting more warmer and then the shadows cooler. I think that's my go-to when I do backgrounds because I think it looks really nice. Especially for this kind of scenery. Maybe? Perhaps? Hmm. Hmm. Maybe a little bit darker. Okay. Maybe. I want to do commissions again. I've seen the prep. Yeah, I need to update a lot of my stuff, but it's really daunting to do it. I don't want to just delete the whole listing because it shows like how many people have bought. And I feel like in terms of like as a buyer, you want people that are more experienced, and I think that shows I have a little bit of experience. But also going back and editing everything is so it makes me scared. Traditional is a lot of fun. I yesterday I did ink washing, which I'm not super experienced with. I've only done it like once or twice for school. But it was really fun. I also want to do outbuy in traditionally. I think that's what I've settled on. Um, I really liked the previous pages of outbuy. I think I grew a lot from doing those, but I don't know. They didn't really fit my vision of the comic, so I think I'm gonna um, start over with that. So I've been trying to get better at different art mediums, especially for comics. Because Outbuy is like a passion project of mine. I don't want to like take shortcuts or anything on it. So I think going back on it and reassessing everything is definitely better than just like, well, it's fine, I redid it. Yeah. There needs to be a transition piece here, I think. Ugh. That was too bright. Um, I don't know if the transition should be darker or lighter. Maybe the grass is too cool in general. It might be. Okay, I think that's the problem. Um, I totally didn't do any warm-ups before I started doing this, and I can definitely tell. I usually don't do warm-ups when I draw, but recently I've realized that it does help. Imagine. So yeah, we can do it. I believe in this drawing. I can figure it out. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense in terms of lighting. I should probably do warm ups. I just go in blind. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna work on this giant project, and then like straight, like a couple hours after I wake up, and it's like, wait, why can't I draw? I still think I don't like this color. actually. Maybe? Wait, that's slightly better. It needs to be darker, though. It's like a weird gray compared to the shadows now. Okay, maybe? Yes. Yes, actually. What if I was a genius? What if I knew how to draw, guys? I don't know. Um, it's looking pretty nice so far. Um, that's my first time drawing cat. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I just looked up the reference from the game because there's cabins in the woods. I'm not too sure where I want the lighting to come from. Because if you look at the duo, the shadows, oops, the shadow is going like that way. But when I do this one, it goes this way. And it kind of looks... guys. Okay. I guess realistically, it's also coming this way. Like from up. Unless it's just straight down. Okay. Oh, wait, it's too cool. No. Fuck. Maybe. Should be more yellow. Okay. Eh. Like some little poking through. I'm not very experienced when it comes to drawing like foliage and stuff. It's very daunting for me, but I will persevere. We will try new things together. Oops. Okay. Then I think a slightly darker, or like, oh, it's dark. Actually, wait, that's good for maybe like around the darker parts, like the overlapping and stuff. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe. freaking horrible. I think I want to start on like. Actually, wait. I'll do the Reaps since their faces are bald. Bald of shadow. Maybe. Maybe perhaps. I love Marie. Oops. Okay. I think it's coming together. They're very precious, yeah. They're just little sheep, and it's so cute. They're just little guys. Okay. Although I have to say, I think Fluffy is my favorite, just because it's pink. Shiny Mareep is also really cute, but I feel like if the Shiny Mareep was a little bit more pastel. Although him looking like cotton candy is pretty funny. The sheep Pokemon are so cute, yeah. I also love, shoot, what's the little roly guy's name from Sword and Shield? Those are adorable. I love them. Whoa. My dumb soccer son. Where's he coming from? Hello? Oh, it's on. Okay. Wooloo! Yes, yes. I love Wooloo. The shiny one is so cute, especially. I feel it makes the liner. It's fine. It's okay. It's just a sketch. We'll live. We'll live another day. I'm so bad at mixing layers. I think that's a big part why for a while I didn't do layers because like this is just I'm disorganized and it's stressful, so I'm just gonna draw. But that also makes it stressful because if you fuck up, then it's over for you. I think too drawing without layers always took me so much longer because I did keep fucking up. So I had to like redo everything because I like did the proportions wrong or something. Maybe. I love the Shiba Wooloo's head. It's so funny. It's gonna be horrible to wait. Maybe this is the choice. Anime girl treatment. The moe shape. Do they have whites on their feet? No, I feel like I'm crazy. Maybe I'm mixing it up with Slowpoke. Huh. I don't remember. This is when you use references, but we will live on. Hmm. Shoot. Okay. Found it. Maybe? Right, looks like a dumb little baby. It's so cute. It has zero thoughts. Just grass. In this piece too, I tried to incorporate some of the Pokemon that are in that area, like in the Pokemon Rangers game. So we have the Marie, we have uh Spearow, I think is what it's called. This one that's like this, and then it's like red. We have Apom. This guy. There you go. I didn't want to incorporate all of them because I feel like that would make it really crowded. I love Pokemon. It makes me insane. I've been recently been trying to play through Pokemon Pearl, the original one on the DS. DS. That's all I have to say. I love the DS. I love sprite work. I love. Yep. I have never played Pokemon Pearl prior. I'm only at third gym, I think. But recently, for like really, really cheap, I found a copy of Pokemon Heart Gold, which I've never played before. So I'm kind of going backwards in terms of the chronological order they were released. Um, that's okay. Maybe one day I could play all of them in the order that they released. Hmm. His stupid ass football head. I love you, Murray. You are just built strangely. Maybe if I have. Okay, wait. Maybe this is a gradient. Whatever. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's better. I think. To me, I think that's better. Okay, we'll work on that reap more later. He's just looking dumber and dumber the more I work on him. But he also might just look like that, so it's okay. I forgive him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. His head was built like a football. Maybe? We need some other reflection. I just said I was gonna work on it. I'll work on it weekend. But I feel like the issue is there's no bounce lighting from the grass like I did on this wool here. So maybe. Not sure. Okay. Are there any other sheep Pokemon besides Raven Wooloo? Can't think of any. There should be more. I think there should be infinitely more. I also think there's not enough Miltank in the world. I love you, Miltank. I think if I finish this print, I also wanted to do a piece, another Pokémon Ranger piece where it's, what's it called? It's like a family farm that you can go to and there's a Miltank and you have to like help the Miltank. I think that'd be a really cute concept for drawing. That was always my favorite area. Because I love Miltank and I love farms. And where I grew up, there's a lot of farms and cows, so it's like, yay! Okay, I have to look up a picture of Marie, but I don't know. Something about it looks so strange. Oh, I think the cones on its head need to be definitely bigger. I like the random cones on its head. And large. And then... maybe more definition. Swirl. It's funny, little swirl. I think the eyes need to be rounder. I think that's what it is. Because his eyes aren't very oval, they're just like straight up like that. He looks like a baby and it's adorable. Let me see. I don't know if it's like an angle like that. Sure. Oh, the baby! Okay, I'll leave him like that just for now. Because I think it's funny. Okay, I'm gonna work on Maybe the trees, so it can tie in together. Actually, wait. I'll work on the road. It's just one thing. I don't know why I'm doing Kate like very last, but it's okay. I guess then I won't like fuck up with the colors. I always loved Kate Spray. I think she's so cute. Maybe. Well, this is all in the sunlight. Well, I have back pain actually. I don't know. Do that for now. I don't think it's horrible because there would be. It is a little bit shaded. Maybe then this needs to brighten up. Oops. This. So then you know that there's no trees over there. What else I don't know? Okay, I think that makes sense. Right? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Sorry. I think that makes sense. I don't. Actually, it'd be helpful if I had a reference, but who's gonna use a reference? I like almost never use references when I draw. It's so bad. Use references. It's good for you. I don't because I'm lazy. And I don't want to look at my phone while I'm drawing. Okay. I think it's coming together. I'm not trying. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna start on the trees and stuff in the background. Just so I can get a good idea of like the contrast that is needed to be there. Because things are a little wonky right now, but you know. Okay, I think also the orange line art isn't helping in terms of contrast. That might help me if I do that. Well, oh wait, that looks cute. Just without the line art? Oh. Oh my goodness. Um, I haven't really done Lila's drawing. I think that could be fun. I don't think that'd be something that I'd want to do necessarily for this drawing, but it could be fun. Could be interesting. Although for this one, maybe, well, I could try incorporating the line art and the painting together. We will cross that road when we get to it. Time for the trees. Yeah. Okay. That's definitely too cool, but we're getting somewhere. Getting the first colors down is always the scariest part. So once you do that, you're fine. I always loved Kate's silly little like hair buns, especially in the sprite. Those are like little spike balls, and it's really funny. It's coming together. Do you see it? Do you see the vision? I think the hardest part will be to not get the same color to be the same as the duo. So, uh, I guess the solution to that would be to make it a little bit lighter. Although I do like the colors on the duo so far. Whoa. Um, it's a little wonky. It's fine. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe? If I just lower it, maybe? Okay, we'll try it like that. So if you think about it too, the light from the grass and stuff would reflect up, and since it is further in the background, maybe. If it were me, I'd make the trees light at the bottom and dark at the top. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Also, it would make sense because the shade from the leaves and stuff would like reflect on the. Oh my god, I can't think right now. The tree, the the brown part of the tree, the wood. Actually, it might be helpful if I do the leaves. That's not the right color. It's okay. It's hard to talk and draw at the same time. It is. It is. I haven't really done anything like this before. I when I was younger, I used to do. Well, I did like two. TikTok live streams. Um, I did not do very well on those in terms of trying to divide my attention. I'm actually doing better than I thought I would though, so I think that's a win. Oh. Oh no. Okay. There'd also be light peeking out. Like just like from the sky and stuff. That's a little rough. It's a little rough. Okay. I'll figure it out. And then I also wanted like some light rays to come down, you know? Just for some atmosphere. That'd be like that. Obviously, it would show in the whole thing. It'd be more transparent, but I think that looked nice. Maybe that works. If anything, it's better than what it was earlier. I think Apepump's tail is purple, right? And then like the little circles are peach colored. I think try not to get the colors to blend together is the hardest part. We'll figure it out. Also, the tree in the back would be lighter because of the I forget the reason. It's like the atmosphere or something. So maybe I'm getting flashbacks to when I did that Zevon's drawing of them by the lake. That took me so long. I did so much kind of unnecessary detail to it. And I wasn't experienced. That was my first time doing anything like that. Like drawing nature and like foliage and stuff. It was crazy. I like how it turned out though, especially for my skill level at the time, so I'm not too mad about it. I always forget the giraffe Pokemon's name. I like it too. I it doesn't stay in my head. I know it's something funky, but funky name for a funky guy. Okay, we're definitely getting somewhere. This is a lot of progress that I've made so far. At some point I have to do Kate, but I'm procrastinating on that, so that's okay. Let's see. I've never liked drawing trees, but I love how they look. So we will try today. It's the draft Pokemon or not. I did not spell giraffe right, oh my god. Giraffe Reg? Is that what how you say it? I love you, Giraffe Reg. I just never remember your name. He's a lot more orange than that. I don't think I realized how orange he was. That theory is amazing. Does it make sense? Kind of. Not really. Hello. What is that? What are you talking about? Okay. He said, is that fire alpaca? Unless you weren't talking to me, then that's fine. If you were, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. My goat. I use that and also Photoshop. I've never used Photoshop. That sounds scary to me. But I commend all those that use it. It's the industry standard. Yeah. Um, I think like, I think it's something I could definitely learn if I had to, but I'm a simple man for my on sale studio paint. Giraffe's color palette has always been so funny to me. They're just the pink is so cute and yet so strange to put on Giraffe. But I love it. It's just a guy. So silly full. So true. I don't know if it was a original variant or if it's just like an evolution for I think it was Scarlet and Violet of the Giraffe rig. That one's fun. I see it. It's fun. I think its little sleepy look is so cute. I also loved the little like snail version of what is his name? Not Sagoon. Gudra in RCS. That one's very cute. I think that's one of the few ones where I actually prefer that one over the original. Not right. That's not right at all. It's okay. I have a horrible habit of just like um drawing like at the corner of the screen, like I have it like this. That's not good for streaming or even my eyes. But it's something I do because when I zoom in and out on my tablet thing, it goes to the corner, so I just leave it because I'm lazy. I want to try Krita. I've never tried Krita. I've heard decent things about it. Your poor PC. I know I have this is a semi new computer I'm using right now. That I got a couple years ago. But my other one that I've had for like ever, it was this cheapy little laptop. It like tries to explode anytime I boot up Clip Studio Paint. My current tablet has a display screen, but my PC only has one HDMI. I have okay. I also have I'm a little insane, but I have two drawing tablets. One is like the block, which I'm using right now, but the other one is like a touch, is like the screen. And I love the screen one. I haven't used it in a long time, but recently I started using it again. But my PC, like my good one, that doesn't explode, only has one HDMI. And it's horrible, it's evil. I don't know if you can use an adapter for it. I also cannot afford a nice PC, or at least even a new one. Uh, I was thinking of maybe looking into a new laptop, but I'm kind of broke as fuck right now, so I think that's something that'll have to wait. Everyone should give us money for existing. I think so. I think so. Where's my reparations? Um, like I've made it this far. I should get a reward, I think. This is this is a very difficult color palette to work with because it kind of blends together. And it's like the same scenery with the same elements and stuff. But to try to not make it blend together is taking all my brain power that I don't think I have right now. We'll figure it out. Some well-placed shadows could break it up. Yeah, I think so. I think once I actually like, um, like clean up a bit, it'll be easier. But right now, since it's like a little messy, I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to get some color down. Stressing myself up. For no reason. No reason at all. That is literally the same color as a week. That is the same. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Okay. No more trees. Not working on that right now. What did the cabin? I think the cabin will be a nice, like, kind of break up from it. I feel like in my work, I always have a hard time putting enough contrast. I like to make my things very soft, but at the same time, it makes it kind of difficult. Especially if it is like an outside environment, There's a lot of dark, contrasting shadows. But I tend to make everything a lot more desaturated and softer. So it makes it difficult to differentiate everything. I think that's why doing a piece like this helps. Some practice. Happy Fat Harry Femme Friday to everyone. Thank you, J Ferret. That is beautiful. The eyes when Sliggoo hides in the shell. I know, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's just like a giant wet dog. My sad pathetic little dog. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, maybe. Do you think you could put one in the purse? I feel like your purse would get very soggy. I think that might be a little gross. But maybe you can get like a waterproof one. Hmm. I can see the vision, but not quite. Like maybe. Hmm. Okay. It's coming together. Oh. Some shadows will definitely make it, which might make Maybe confuse myself with the way I'm doing it right now, but it's okay. Pinterest, help me. Help me with trees. Let's see. I love you, Pinterest. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think definitely there needs to be more contrast in the shadows with especially with the trees. Um, maybe. In turn, maybe the grass needs to be darker too. I love how that Marie looks. I think it's very cute. Okay. Actually, I will delete the shadow later. So then it stops confusing me. I just realized I never put a stream title. Yeah. too, if I do find out I do like streaming. I like to do it semi-regularly if I can. And I think also having a little Momo talking would be very cute. For now, though, I think my anime girl gifs are very funny. You know, I've also never tried the grayscaling shading technique, which I'm sure would have been very helpful for this piece, but actually wait, let me see. I can put a layer. Oops. Whoa. I can't ever tell if the grayscaling effect is accurate or not. I don't think it is. I think it's slightly off. Okay. I mean, it still shows what could have more contrast. Okay. That might not. And then to have more, like, cooler underneath the trees. Okay. I think that's looking at least a little bit better. This is actually in the sun, so it'd be brighter. I was thinking too, it might be cute to have a Pokemon Rangers art kind of series where I do different scenes from the environments in Pokemon Rangers too. So that's like a little love letter to that game because I really love that game. Um, I remember I had some sketches of like Kate underwater with the manta ray Pokemon. I don't remember its name right now. Um, and like I said, the one with the Miltank and like in the desert and the volcano and stuff. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd also help improve my work in backgrounds. So I don't have a lot of experience in backgrounds. It's kind of funny too because when I was younger, I never did fan art. Uh, Even though I started drawing because of fan art. But recently I've been all out on fan art. Like I feel like I'm more motivated to do that than my personal things. I think sometimes too when you have big stories that you think about a lot, um, it's healthy to take a step back from it and think about other things. Like I love Outby, I love Mav and Nomi, but I need different taste in my mouth, you know. I need to think about something else sometimes. And so I think of Pokemon. Sometimes you need to play toys. This is very important. If you don't play toys, you'll die. I love to draw Yuri, but also I do kind of have to draw other stuff sometimes. Not add them because I'm evil. This is so true. Sometimes Yuri also helps. Sometimes you need them. I love to play toys. I need to start playing more of my DS too. I kind of stopped for a little bit because I was just trying to get some stuff done. I had to get my fucking resume done. I need a part-time job. I'm gonna die, but it's okay. It's okay. Um, we'll figure it out. My schooling also starts soon too. Starts next week. My college semester starts next week. Um, it's okay. My classes shouldn't be too bad. Two of them start later than the rest, so that could be very nice for me. Ocelot Lesbian, I always appreciate your devout love for Mitsuba. I think it's very cute. I'm a devout Mitsubaist. So true. I've also been recently trying to finish that Chris from Deltarune animation that I never finished. I looked on like the work time on CSP, and it said like 40 hours, which for like 4 seconds, but it's okay. Maybe for one of my first animations, I shouldn't have done a very detailed head turn with moving hair and clothing, um, which I've never done before, but it's okay. It's okay. The line art's almost done. Thank God. So 40 hours just for line art. It's okay. It's okay. We live and we learn. Sometimes we don't learn, but that's okay. That's also okay. One day I want to make a fully animated music video with Mituba. What did I need to do small gifs and such? Yeah, that wouldn't really smart for me to try to do, which I think, because I feel bad trying starting other animation projects with that one unfinished. So I think after that one's finished, I'm gonna try to revert back for and try to do like smaller things. I could try to work too with like stream assets and stuff because I think I would like streaming. I've had fun so far, just right now. It's like it's my enrichment time to get to talk to people. There's also been a few songs that I've been wanting to do Mavinomi too, because I think it'd be really cool. Specifically one, which one is it? I think it's Lightning by Black Holes Winter. It talks about like electrocution and stuff, and I think it'd be really interesting to show mommy Nami's uh like how she became a robot and stuff like that. But I also don't want to spoil anything. I finished an animation project in 6 days, even though it wasn't huge. I'm proud of myself. That's really good. 6 days is that's crazy. I don't know how long it's taken me to do the Chris animation for the 4 seconds. It's been probably about a year at this point. But yeah, I think that's really cool. Congrats and good job. I think also the line art is definitely throwing me off. Who's responsible for this? Why is Oscar? What's happening? Question mark? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely throwing me off. I'm gonna change that. Oops. It might also help if I just rip off the Band-Aid and start TDKing a bit. Oh no. I'm definitely having a hard time with the trees because I don't draw stuff like this, so it's having a bit of difficulty here. I'm sure a gradient would help, but I try not to use gradients anymore. Just so I can understand colors. I find it really interesting when people just use the lasso tool to draw. Just like straight up. The art comes out amazing. I don't know how they do that. I think I lose track of where the cursor's been already. What's that? That's a pickup liner. Okay. Okay. I think that's at least better than how it was looking. Okay. I see the vision. I see it. In my mind's eye, I see it. Sorry, I cracked my knuckles. I don't know. I assume the microphone picked that up. I love my shitty cheap microphone. The playlist ended. Let's see. That's too loud. It's Pokemon Rangers OST. From Pokemon Rangers OST. If it's too loud or too quiet too, I can adjust it. When in doubt, crosshatch. I think crosshatching saves me every single time. It never kills me. Oops. I'm pretty happy with how this looks so far. I'll turn it down a little bit. But that's still audible. school theme is so cute in that game. Actually, this is the whole game is such a it's so cute. I think it'd also be fun to play games on stream. It'd be nice to have a DS capture, whatever how that works. So I guess I could also emulate it too. Okay. It's definitely getting better. I can see it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I semi-recently finished playing Pokémon Black and White. Specifically, I played White. Right? No, I played Black. I lied. Okay, now I don't know. I love that game. That's always been one of my favorite regions. Somehow I didn't. No, I never finished the game though. I remember watching the show when I was a kid. I loved Iris. Iris is still my favorite. And story is quite good as well. Although sadly I feel like that game has one of the weakest Pokedex. It's kind of still limited. I've heard though it's better in Black and White 2, which I also have, but I haven't played it. It's interesting too, because from what I know, Black and White 2 is more of a sequel rather than just say like Platinum in terms of Pearl and Diamond and stuff like that, which I've never had. I also think it's quite funny how they never did anything like that for X, Y, and Z, unless you count ZA. I don't know. ZA is interesting. I thought Naveen was cute. I like Naveen. I think I'm gonna try to do the Spearow, because otherwise I'll forget he's there. I think Spearow way, I don't know. No, I don't remember. Hello? Nope, that's wrong. That's the wrong Pokemon. Okay, hold on. I need to research. Why can't I find it? Hello? Volpedia, help me. Goodness. Swallow. Swallow. That's Swallow, guys. I think it's pretty funny how every new region has a bird line. You need the region's bird. That was almost like a perfect color match. That's beautiful. Looking at the sketch doesn't really look like a swallow, but I don't think I had a reference when I drew it. I think I just drew it. Oh my god. Swallow guy is everybody's favorite bird Pokemon. I don't even know what region Swallow's from, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it's from Ruby and Sapphire. That makes sense. I also have, I think I have Ruby. I didn't finish it. A while ago I bought a really, it's kind of shitty DS from eBay. It was really cheap though, but the bottom screen's very yellow because of it wasn't used, and then the top screen has like a weird, like in the corner, like it's just white, like the screen got broken, which is which can be annoying. But it's okay. We'll survive. If I can afford it at some point, I think a Game Boy would be nice. My greed wants everything forever all at once, but I just get whatever's on sale. I've always been a big fan of the very smug looking Pokemon that kind of like they just hate you. I think they're very endearing. I love Glameow. There should be more Glameow in the Pokemon world. Wait. Yeah, there you are. I think it's so sad when you look at like what games Miltank is available in. And then you still see there's Moo Milk. It's just imported Miltank milk. Where's the Miltank? The exploitation of Miltank. I found that especially funny in what was it? I don't remember what, like the games where you can't even transfer it, but you still get the Moo milk. It's so sad. I want my milk. I want my cow. I want my trans cow given back to me. I feel the same way with Spinda. Spinda fans. We're dead. I'm convinced it's just me now. I hear Spinda and my ears perk up like a dog. Like what? What? Where? And then he's not there. It's like, oh. Okay. It's fine. Don't be like me and name your layers, please. For me. I don't I don't name files. I don't name layers. I just pray. Don't do that. It's not good for you. Oh my god. No. What do you mean? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I've said this like a million times, but this is coming together. It's coming together. I didn't think it would. For a second there, I lost all faith, but I think it's happening. Getting past the ugly stage in art is, I think, is always the hardest part. I don't know if you guys can hear, my fucking stomach keeps growling. I think I'm dying. Okay. It's only like 11. Oh, soundtrack. It's so cute. I think it's pretty funny the way I got introduced to Pokemon. I don't know what what made me buy any of the games, but like I said, my first one was Rangers 2 on the DS. And then I got Rumble? What, like the second one. And then I had Pokemon Art Academy, which it was over from there. I love that game. I still have all those games. And then I think X and Y was my other one, and Omega Sapphire. I love you, Omega Sapphire. That was that one and X and Y. I love them purely for nostalgia. Um, but I had a very similar experience with Kingdom Hearts because I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts game. I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts guy. But I played Kingdom Hearts 365 and a half days or 364 and a half days with Roxas. And it's funny because when people were talking about Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, who the fuck is this Sora guy? I don't know him. I know Roxas. And then I also had 364 and a half day manga chapter that does not have Roxas in it at all, or it doesn't have Sora in it at all. I just think that's funny. I only know Roxas. I don't know anything else. I still don't think I would beat that game either. It was too hard for my stupid 10-year-old brain. 14? I don't know. Okay. I think I just need to make the grass darker now. I think that would help a lot. Otherwise it kind of just looks like default grass color. Instead of like, it being like a dark shadow. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see it. I see the vision. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Oh my god. No. Then I'm gonna bring the highlighting back into this drawing. Oops. Ooh. I think too, some of these trees need to go back. It doesn't make sense for them to be in like a straight line like that. I think that was just for perspective. Which is still wonky. Okay, I'm learning, it's fine. That's definitely looking better, I think. Still having a hard time determining where I want the light source to be. Which is probably something that you should figure out before you do everything, but you know, I think I'll have it going like this way. I think that makes sense. And it's like, no, Gio's gone for a bit. Things are looking good. Thank you. The shadows are definitely helping. It's coming out of its ugly stage, which I'm very happy about. I was getting scared for a second. It's okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. I absolutely love when people draw Pokemon in like very naturalistic areas. I think that's like my favorite thing ever. I just like go on not Tumblr, Pinterest and look at all the drawings. They're so incredibly well done. I like to do something like that, similar. Like this is obviously more naturalistic, but it's still very much from a game. No, there you go, there you go. I'm forgetting to drink water. If you have water right now, drink it. If you don't, go get some. I keep losing the liner. Okay, I'm definitely gonna change this one. Oh, my God. Yeah. It's tying in together more. Oops. Maybe. It's kind of too green. Maybe? I think I made more green, but I think it looks better. Oops. I don't know how to do the shadow. It's in the air. It looks very a little confusing. Although it's heads and Kate. What else though? How a shadow? Maybe something like this? Kind of blobby. I think that works for now. My chair is so fucking squeaky. I think I lost a screw from it. I'm not saved this entire time. I'm gonna save. Oh my god. Remember to save your drawings. This is very important. Oops. Save your drawings, drink water, name your layers. These are all very important. Axe thing. I don't remember in the scene if there's any axes in the logs, but that'd be cute. It would make sense. The grass patches. There you go. Almost forgot. Oh, I almost forgot. I want coffee so bad, but we ran out of milk. And I despise the texture. Black coffee. It's fine, it's fine. Oops. Oh my god. That's... Hmm. I'm gonna do some more dark spot on some of the grass, and then I think I will do Kate because she is still in the black and white universe right now. That's the color. Oh my gosh. We're doing it. Oops. Oops. That is gray. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do Kate now, I think. I need a reference. I don't remember what Kate looks like. Kate. I feel like I haven't seen any Pokemon Kate Ranger fan art, which is unfortunate. She's very cute. I love the chunky vest and the chunky shorts. It's so cute. I always have the hardest time picking out skin tone colors. I always make them like way too gray. Depending on whether or not I want to put lights in her eyes. I usually don't for characters. It looks kind of looks kind of funny here. But I might like even funnier if she doesn't have those. I'm not sure. Oops. To do it out. Is the shiny to do a green, or am I making that up? For some reason I remember it being green. Like a kiwi. I've always struggled with cell shading. Not something I usually do. But I feel like it trains your brain to figure out colors in a better way. Instead of just like relying on like airbrushes and gradients and overlays and stuff like that. Which is fine to do, but I think it's also good to try other things. Okay. I'm actually pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. Yeah. yeah. A couple of years ago, I didn't do any backgrounds ever in my entire life. I was allergic to them. But now I think they're pretty fun to do. Do backgrounds, people, everybody. I feel like too it made me consider more about like where a character actually fits within a piece, rather than just like drawing a figure and calling it a day. It kind of makes your brain train to think about your art in a three-dimensional space, which I think is pretty cool. Okay. I think I'll do. I'll continue on the shooting arcade. I think within maybe about half an hour or so, I'll hop off so I can eat something. Girl, your eyes all docked up. Oops. Oops. Question mark? Maybe? Maybe? I think it's kind of funny there, though. She looks very disoriented. Ooh. I find it interesting the way that Pokemon had a lot of kind of spin-offs. I feel like they don't there's apps and stuff now. Like there's Pokemon Sleep, there's Pokemon Cafe, Champions and stuff like that, but it's not the same kind of heart that goes into the other spin-off games like Dungeon and even like Pokemon Rangers. There's still a lot of beautiful sprite work in that game. Although I might just be biased from the being a DS baby. There, she's getting some color. I always forget not to shade skin the same way you would an object. Okay. Maybe. It's kind of cute. I don't know. Sounds like a muzzle. It's quite funny. Cute. Pretty excited to clean up for this piece. I think it'll turn out nice. I always hated shading for faces for some reason. I think it wouldn't be too different from an object, but I think it's because you have to consider a lot of like different planes and stuff like this and stuff like that. And you have to actually think about how you fleshed out the face instead of just being able to make it a circle like I did with Kate here, which is a lot more difficult. It's a cartoon face. This particular track in the OST reminds me of Monkey Ball for some reason. Specifically, Monkey Block for the DS. I love DS games. That's all I have to say. I love DS. It's my favorite ever. It's just so cute. And it has Wappy on it. For no Wappy fans out there, Wappy mention for you. if I were to stream more, like semi-regularly, um, would there be any like kind of subjects I maybe would be interested in? Because I've seen people do like, um, you know, like art critique streams, which I'm not. Depending on what it is, I don't know if I'm qualified enough for that, but um, you know, like art study streams and stuff like that, or things outside of art, just like cool hangout streams. There's also the I think specifically it was stomach tutorial that I did. Um, like that I wanted to redo because I don't think the anatomy isn't bad in that tutorial, but like I've definitely improved, especially since I've been taking well, I've taken a life drawing class for college. Which I think was very helpful. I just keep forgetting. Straight up. Okay. Okay, it's I'm pretty happy with this drawing. I think it's very cute. Especially when it's like cleaned up and actually looks coherent. Instead of looking kind of messy right now, but you know, it's something. Make it first, then make it better later. And I oh my god, I absolutely love a new version of that. Yeah, I want to do more tutorials and stuff like that too. Um, especially when people, I haven't had a lot of people do like fan art and stuff, of my characters, but when other people have drawn Maverick, um, I can tell they have a bit of an issue getting her proportions right, and you know, even sometimes I get them not correct all the time, but I think I think it's definitely important to learn to draw. Oops. Other you know types of people, different other than you know Twink number 5,000, but um, you know, and I could definitely if I do like a like art studies. I think art studies streams would be fun. Like, um, I'd try to learn and teach as much as I could in one in a video. Um, I think what was I saying? um, I think it's definitely important to try to learn new things when you draw, especially if it's something that you do regularly or if you have a wide audience, which I don't have that, but I try to be the best artist that I absolutely can because I love learning about art and I love learning. Like, I don't want to be constricted to what I'm able to draw just because I don't want to learn something. Um, I just have a difficulty teaching people because a lot of it comes natural to me. But I think trying to figure out ways where you can explain it also helps you learn things, if that makes sense. Like, it kind of tests your understanding of what you're doing and trying to be more mindful of the way that you do things, especially if you're trying to teach people. Yeah. Maybe I can try to put that on my schedule to do. At least draft it up. Redo the tutorial that I mentioned. I'll blend it in again. The grass could definitely be darker. But it's like a... Let's see. I have trouble verbalizing a lot of my process. I'm fairly good at critique though. Yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more of a visual learner. Like, I have to be able to look at something to learn something. I think that's about the same to like teach it. Like, if you can give me an example of what you're doing, and then I can like say like, oh, this is what you could improve on. This is what techniques would probably be better suited. But if I'm trying to think about what I'm doing specifically, it's like I don't fucking know. I'm just doing things. I'm on autopilot. But yeah, something that I think would be fun to do. Okay. I'll fix the hair later. Let's see. Oops. Oh, I see what's happening. Sometimes my own sketch confuses me. The Ranger uniforms are so cute to me. They're fucking McDonald's ass. Color scheme is so cute. Keep mixing the layers. Like what I'm working on. Oh goodness. Oops. Burnt orange. It's beautiful. Oh, I see what I did. I'm trying to figure out my sketch here because I haven't looked at it in like a million years. I love how strange the shoes look. I suppose they're supposed to look like Pokeballs, but still. I did not draw those accurately at all. I don't think I was looking at reference when I drew this. Like, almost at all. Minus some of the elemental parts, but in terms of the characters, I don't think I looked at any references. Hmm. Very, very interesting shoes. I can't figure out what's happening. It's like a Y thing. Y? Like X and Y? I don't know what year this game came out. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I'm gonna do some more detailing on Kate, and then I'll turn the stream off. I am getting hungry. I forget to eat. I've also been trying to get better at drawing shoes because I absolutely hate drawing shoes. On top of this drawing, I've also been working on a zine piece that I've been a part of. I can't really show it until it's out, but it'll be out in, I think, December or something. It's a Pokemon one, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's very cute. It's for Christmas. Prior to this one, I think I've never been part of a zine. They're pretty cool. I like it. I like to do. I'd like to do more. Um, I'm excited to for when I'm able to show it. I was also thinking too that I could draw, you know, the pieces that, like the scratch concepts for my piece, because I have one that I really like to do because I think it's very cute. And X and Y piece, of course. Callum was always my favorite. Oops. Okay. You know, I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made on this piece. I think I'm gonna stop. Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. If you're hungry, go eat. Drink some water. I'm gonna save this because I've only saved this twice the entire stream. So yeah. Thank you everybody for coming. This is my first time doing something like this. I'd like to do more. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off now. Thank you everybody.